Welcome back everybody to the 35th annual Halloween Howler. We're going to bring you the MPO footage today for the second round. Here I've got JC with me.
What's going on, man?
And Max over there too.
Hey, how's it going?
We're going to see how the footage goes today. Where are we at? We're on the ridge today. Okay. It's a nice course. It's tightly wooded. It's one of the harder courses here at the Howler. But
yeah, so we had Matt Orum, Cameron Colglazier, both hometown boys.
We got Chad Sherbert here from Florence, Mississippi.
Jackson area.
As well as Ben Fulford out of the Seminole area around Pensacola.
And rounding out the card, we got Colin Forehand from Canton, Florida.
Good old Colin.
So we got hole one here. It's 217 feet. As you can see as the drone flies, it's a sharp left skip shot to a slightly elevated basket.
Yeah, definitely one of the more poke and hope holes. Kind of want to just put something out there. Hope you get lucky.
Yeah, a lot of players are going to go with an overstable driver. You see Matt here with an X1. And we want to, I guess, make a note. This tournament was in October, so this is two Prodigy sponsor players that have moved. We got Cam here. I believe he's throwing a D1.
And taking that outside route.
Doesn't really get a skip.
Yeah, a little bit about bad ground action there. Colin coming up. Similar play, it looks like. A little bit better ground action. It'll be probably just outside the circle.
Yeah, you'll find a lot of players will push this long and give themselves that 40-foot putt coming back. You got Chad here. I believe that's a Nuco S, if I'm not mistaken. He pushes a little longer than Colin.
Yeah. Let's see. Probably same old from Ben. There is an inside gap there that if you're feeling a little bit more risky you can take, but
Yeah, I believe we saw Matt try that one.
well, there. Looks like Ben tried that out. Got in front of the camera there a bit. But
I'll have to see where he ends up.
Yeah, Cam up first.
bit of a jumper.
Good long look, and gets easily
Half-decent bid.
yeah, easy up and down for three.
This is the danger of going the inside route. Lots of trees you can test with.
Oh,
That's heartbreaking.
very upsetting.
Almost connects for the two.
Yep.
Chad the same off the cage.
Colin here from about 30 feet.
Colin got a little closer than we thought he did off the tee box.
Yeah, got some good ground action and just off the cage.
That little bit of elevation. You start warming up on a basket that's normal height, you get to that one, and it can be kind of rough on your first hole.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a daunting putt for sure. Not a whole lot behind you to stop you if you miss. Matt looking to cash this one. Also from probably about 25, 30 feet. Classic MattyO fashion. Just drains it.
Too easy.
Too easy for him. Looks like 4 tap-in pars here.
Yeah, Matt gaining a stroke. You can see the scores at the bottom. Matt's now at 14, Cameron at 10, Colin, Chad at 8, and Ben at 7. So Matt's got a pretty good lead right now. We'll see Cam can try to battle back. Those two normally have a good battle.
Yeah, Ben's hating that spit out, but
Looks like we got hole one again. So we'll actually be playing hole two. It's
yeah, hole 2 is probably around 230 feet. Dead straight, kind of ends to the right a little bit. Obviously not the hole you're seeing at the moment, but really just going to be a backhand putter for most players.
yeah. So here we go. Here's the actual fairway.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it comes into play, but that little tree right there on the left kind of gets in your head. You see Matt kind of keeps his foot up in the air, maybe thinking about it a little bit. I know I almost always kick that tree when I throw on this hole.
Yeah, Cam lining up. probably a similar shot. I believe they threw the same mold, both PA4s.
Nice little line, it looks like. Puts it up there, parked.
Nice little tap in.
It's about as good as it gets. That's what you want to see every time on this hole. Colin maybe leaving it a little left. Yeah.
Looks like he didn't get enough turn on it.
Yeah, fortunately stopped a little bit before he got up to the pin because there's some pretty tight woods up there. Lots of little trees to contend with on that left side.
Yeah, Chad looking like the same result as Colin, not really getting over on it.
Yeah, just catching that middle fairway tree. Let's see how Ben bounces back from that nasty spit out. He's got to feel good though. That was a good putt from him. Early left. Mistake you don't want to make. He'll have a tough little approach up there.
Yeah, you'll find a lot of shots on the ridge to be tightly wooded holes. You really want to hit the gap, obviously, but everything out here I feel is birdiable, but
it can laces his upshot too.
Yeah, it can be dangerous in the ridge.
Nice little pitch up. Colin here with probably a straddle jumper. Step putt. Ooh.
He was definitely trying to run it.
Yeah.
And
maybe got a tad aggressive on that one, but probably warranted.
Looked like he had to putt around the tree.
Yeah. And that's really just the story of the ridge. Wherever you are is going to be a tree in the way.
MattyO almost dialing it in from long range.
Yeah.
Colin, oh.
Oof. Not the start you want.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be tapping in for a 5 there.
That one sticks for him.
Been cleaning up the par. Chad doing the same.
Got a handful of tap-ins now.
Looks like Cameron's going to get the long birdie here.
Yeah, definitely not one you would expect to gain a stroke on your entire card from, but you know, he'll take it.
Yeah, for sure.
And out here on the ridge, you definitely want to capitalize on the holes that are a little bit easier to get.
Yeah, relatively easier for sure.
Yeah, relatively. But this is definitely one you feel like you should get, as well as this one.
Yeah, we got hole 3 here. It's a 200-foot, roughly forehand. You want to sneak it inside of this tree with the sun shining on it, and just gently get there. If you skip too far, you've got a good decline going past the basket. Cam hanging a little wide.
Yeah, there is a backhand play here if you want to just kind of slowly take a low-speed disc and put it over to the right if you're a righty. That said, it is a little bit of a gradient, so you do risk rolling away to the left here. I would know because it happened to me.
MattyO sneaking fairway, giving it a good run.
Yeah, flash and change a bit. Probably about 20 feet.
I think that one almost got the camera, man.
Do a little bobbing and weaving.
Played with Chad a good bit. He's not really known for his forehand. That one looked good. It just hit the tree that you really want to sneak inside.
Yeah. Ben following suit here. Looking like he's going with some sort of approach disc.
Looks like a zone, I believe. Sneaks inside, also flash and change.
Yeah. Pretty textbook there. He'll be happy with that. Colin forehand, not exactly known for his forehands despite his name, but he'll probably manage. A little bit inside there.
Shouldn't have ate that popcorn.
No. Knew I shouldn't hate that popcorn.
Came here trying to scramble for his par. That's another story you'll see on the ridge.
Yeah, lots of scrambling. It'll definitely test your skills to get up and down from anything. You see Colin having to throw tomahawk over a bunch of brush.
You're gonna have a little bit outside the circle look. Chad. Looks like you had to get a little Anheuser around that tree.
Yeah, definitely a tough position.
A little high for Colin.
Yeah, slow start for him, but plenty of holes to make it up.
Ugh. MattyO looking for a birdie here from about 20 to 25.
Cashes it, as expected from MattyO.
He's really been doing well this past couple years. It's good seeing him on tour. This is more of a local tournament for him. But you can pretty much almost count him to be within the top 2 on this.
Oh yeah.
Chad cleans up his par. Doing a little course maintenance.
Yeah. Did a hanging branch there or something? Oh.
Putting woes for Colin.
Yeah.
Cam cleaning up the par. And Ben finally gets to get to his birdie putt.
Yep. And that's something that you definitely need to take into account on the ridges. You do need to be hitting your lines, but you also need to be making those putts when you got them.
Yeah.
Hole 4, coming in at about 300 feet. You've got a slight snaking hole left and then a little bit of a right finish. Either a flex forehand for a righty or probably something you'll see more often is a understable, usually a mid-range or a putter from a backhand. Kind of let it flip up and finish straight.
Yeah, you'll find a lot of players will finish to the left of the basket just to get themselves a putt, as you see Matt pretty much doing here. There's not much of an ace run with the backhand, although it is doable.
Yes, it is doable, and that's really all you're asking for is a circle putt, circle 1 putt on this hole.
A little inside for Ben.
Yeah, it looks like he just tried to finesse that a little too much.
Did kick out nice to the fairway though.
Yeah, shouldn't have too tough of a time on his approach. Cam looks like he's doing the same.
Yeah, Cam electing for a more overstable shot, just playing it to that left side, hugging the right side the whole way and putting it tapping
really
range.
close. Chad, pretty similar line. Catches the last tree there on the left you have to beat.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't flip up the disc as much as expected. Colin looking to bounce back, pushes it a little right, and oh, it kicks out.
Yeah, those right side trees are actually pretty forgiving when you get down there.
Sometimes you can get a look going into that gap.
And despite how wide the fairway looks, to actually lace this line, it's actually a pretty tight gap because of that little snaking motion it's got going. Ben looking a little frustrated.
Putted that disc so hard, it probably hurt his hand. Chad with a little stepper.
We'll be up there.
Easy par.
No nonsense par.
Also some aggravation.
It'll do that to you on this course, man. Matt, cashing the 2. Looking confident out there.
Jimmo Mini. It's Colin, was that?
I think that was a 3 for Colin.
Okay.
Maybe missed the upshot. Cam for his 2.
A little action off the basket, but count it.
Yeah, these baskets are known to spit a couple back out at you. So that's always something you're putting with in the back of your mind on this course. I had a few myself. But just kind of something you come to expect with this event.
Yeah. So you got hole 5 here, very tight corridor shot, dead straight. Maybe throw a little slight ante for the right hand backhand, but very picturesque for a nice ace run.
Yeah, definitely a very tight gap. It's really, you know, choose your own adventure for how you want to get through it.
And Matt's playing it how I do. I try to throw it to the left side and turn it over to the right just to make the gap as wide as possible. Cam looks like he's probably going to line up a very similar shot. Doesn't really get it turned over.
Yeah, and that's the common mistake here, is maybe leaving it out just a little bit left. If you can somehow sneak through on that right side, it's a little more forgiving, but you've got a lot of guardian trees.
Yeah, even if you hit those trees at the very end, you'll still have an uphill look.
Yeah, it's also worth noting there is a little bit of a gully there they're throwing over, so it will affect the stability of your disc just slightly. And that looks great. Oh yeah,
Part job.
catches that tree right there at the end.
Really changes mood.
Yeah. That'll change anyone's mood.
Colin lacing.
There's Colin.
Right up the middle.
Perfect shot. That's a shot when you think about this hole in your head that you're going to do every time.
Or at least want to.
Depends on if you're an optimist, I guess.
Cam was trying to sneak around that tree with a hyzer and looks like he clipped it.
Yeah, it gets pretty nasty over here on the left side. Short arms the putt. Not going to be happy about that one.
MattyO tapping into 2, so gains 2 strokes on second place.
Yeah, kind of getting off to a commanding lead here this round. Does that put him at 4 down through 5?
I believe so. Colin
Yes.
tapping in the birdie.
Good bounce back for Colin. Definitely a rough start. Good to get one on the board. Then tap in 3. Chad with a
CTP birdie.
yeah, CTP. Hole 6, 283 feet. This one's a toughie. You've got a dogleg right, and a lot of trees to contend with. You could see a forehand as maybe a layup play, but if you're trying to get to the basket, like most of these guys probably are, you're going to see a force over backhand of some sort.
Yeah, typically a mid or a putter. You want to go with the slower disc so you don't push long like Matt did. You want the turn to happen early on.
Yeah, that's the danger. And that first tree right there on the left is really bad about getting in your head. It's a lot closer off the tee than it looks here.
Yeah, there's also a pine tree right in the middle of the gap that I pretty much try to aim at and tend to be very accurate when I do that.
Yeah.
Chad looked like he didn't get down the fairway. You got Colin here really
Looks like
forcing
he
it
did
over.
Yep. Have a long look at it. Yeah, this is one, if you want to get up there, you really got to put it up high and let it flex for you. Let the disc work.
Ben's going to try to prove us wrong. I believe he's going to try to get there with a forehand. He's not one to really lay up.
No. Looking for some ground action, it seems like. Yeah, does well for the forehand.
Yeah, it looked like he caught the base of one of those trees down there as it was coming around, so he might have had the legs to get there.
Cam with a nice Alabama stamped disc. Does pretty well. He'll have a probably just outside the circle look at it.
See these guys walking down to go try to scramble and get their ball.
Yeah, try and find the disc. Yeah, this is definitely a bonus too. You're gonna be getting some strokes on people if you get the 2 here.
Like Chad got there enough to get a putt. Matt from a little inside definitely gets up and down. He'll have about a 15-footer.
Yeah, it should be no problem for him, especially seeing how he's been putting this round. Been with a long look. Oof.
He tried to prove you wrong.
Yeah, he tried.
Definitely some aggravation.
Yeah, it was a great bid nonetheless. Ben's really accurate with those long distance putts.
Cameron cashing in the 2. Heck yeah.
Great putt from Cam. Walking it in. Chad finding himself in some rough stuff over here. Just left of the basket.
Oh, I didn't realize he had pushed that far in.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Colin here looking to get another birdie on the board.
Great putt. That's got to feel good for him.
Yeah, normally he is a strong putter. Those first couple of holes, I wasn't expecting to see that 3-putt.
Hopefully got him all out of the way early. His putt's looking hot right now, so if he keeps it going, there's still plenty of time to have a good round put together. Yep. No stress there from Matt. Gonna take his 3 and go on to the next hole.
Ben as well. I believe Chad cleaned up a bogey.
Yeah.
We got hole 7 here. Another tight wooded shot. You want to probably travel about 220, 230 feet and then dog leg left. Typically a skip shot. You'll see some air shots, but a lot of skip shots.
Yeah, probably one of the few holes you'll actually see people go for their drivers on this course.
Yeah, good overstable fairway like a Firebird, FX2.
Yeah, you need that nose angle to get that action, and Colin just showing you how it's done.
You got the majority of the way there in the air, proving me wrong.
Yeah, it's not as easy as a shot as he just made it look. There's a lot of rough stuff over there on the left side, so you definitely don't want to be there, but really the right's not much better.
Yeah, it's very easy to push it deep too, so. It looked like Cam went with a slower disc, got some good tree love.
Yeah, great little kick there. Course showing its appreciation to Cam.
Multiple time winner of this event.
As well as Matt. Both made their rounds at this tournament. Matt pulls it a little right, but looks like he stays clean. Probably gets down there with a look, maybe a little left.
He's probably at the corner.
Probably wanted that to come out a little flatter than it did. And here lining up, looks like a similar shot to the rest of the group.
I believe that's an FD3.
Going with kind of a flip up, and that's that going long danger, but
He fought through pretty good.
Yeah.
You still have a look.
there is one pine tree there, right there at the corner that tends to catch a lot of those discs.
Chad looking like he played it perfect, and he did.
Absolutely laces it.
Oh.
Actually, it's a little unlucky there going long, but that's the ridge for you.
So Matt did push it a little long at the corner, probably about a 50-footer, 55, maybe a little longer than that.
Decent bid.
Yeah, he can't take his foot off the gas pedal right now because Cameron's been known to battle back.
No, he knows it. Good putt from Ben. Yeah, this tournament's really one where you got to get birdies and you got to keep little martial arts action there from Ben.
Karate Kid.
Yeah. Doing the crane.
Chad off a little left on his putt.
But yeah, it's an event where you definitely need to get birdies and keep getting birdies if you want a chance.
Cameron tapping his birdie. Colin looking to do the same. Easy enough. Chad was probably a little aggravated finding his disc halfway down the walking trail to 8 and expecting to be under the basket.
Yeah, I mean, arguably the best shot on the card. At least even there with Cam, and just ending up a little bit unlucky there. Hole 8, 205 feet, a little bit of a shorty. Some more of that snaking action. This time the opposite way, a little left to right. Do have to watch out for this drop off here on the backside. It gets dicey really quick, and there's a little bit of swamp land down there, so you definitely want to stick it closer, keep to the top side of the hill.
Yeah, you'll find a lot of the discs that do travel down there, there is a fallen tree that is fairly large that will block some of these and give you a good 25-foot putt, but you still can miss that. Colin looked like he threw a good shot to get around the corner. Probably will have a downhill look at it.
Yeah, and this left side here is danger. If you go down there, it's a steep drop off. It's hard to see, but
And it looks a little inside. He got lucky though, missing that tree.
yeah, getting skinny there for sure. Ben's lining something up. Okay, looks like a driver there for a second. I was a little confused.
I believe he's throwing a PA4 there.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. He gets the turn out of it.
So sometimes you can push through right there, and you'll still have a look. It'll be, you know, a little blocked,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word.
Yeah, lots of vines and all sorts of underbrush. Ben looks like he got a really bad kick there. Maybe he stopped
MattyO,
lacing it.
Yeah, with the one-stepper.
He's liking that leg follow through this.
Oh yeah.
And that's the Matt special right there. If he's doing that or he's got his hands behind his back, you know he likes the shot.
Catching some sunglasses on some rips
That
too.
one too.
Chad looked like he had a decent shot down there. I think he kicked something, so he seemed a little aggravated.
Yeah, coming up a little short. Opting for a little bit of a half bid. Actually, may have caught a little bit of metal. I couldn't tell.
See if Ben can try to find something through the contested trees.
Yeah. Oh.
He fought through to be pin high.
Yeah. Got a little fortunate there to even have a gap.
Oh, a little off left, but fortunate enough not to get a long roll away.
There's that big tree in the background. You're saying scoops up some disc.
Colin cashing the 2.
Nice too.
That's 3 for 3.
Yeah, that's
on
a
the-
turkey right
or
there.
4 for 4 on the last 4 holes.
No, yeah, true. Making a bit of a comeback.
Cameron cleaning it up from down the bottom. I believe that's a birdie actually.
Yeah. That's the 2 from him. Oh, again.
You have to putt flat on these baskets so they don't really catch a hyzer putt. And I believe he's putting with P2, so it's a stiff P-line P2.
Yeah. Definitely not the reaction you want to see. Scrambling for your par.
MattyO blocking the sun.
Yeah. Blocking
You know
the sun
he's-
with the sunglasses on his head. Look, he does things his way.
We got hole 9, arguably the shortest hole in the course. Very tight, slight forehand, maybe a turnover shot, but you have a high ceiling. You really this feels almost like an upshot for a lot of these guys.
Yeah, it's a very tight upshot too.
Yeah.
I mean, I've considered getting on a knee and throwing a forehand roller. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it really, however you want to attack this. I've actually seen some shots try to go over the top with a thumber. It's you really just want to get down there in the goalie and skip up towards the basket.
Yeah, you really don't even have to throw it that hard. I mean, it's only 130 feet and it's downhill. But that almost makes it even more tough because you're kind of trying to power down on something. Maybe make you a little less accurate.
I know for me, if I miss this hole, I'm very aggravated with myself.
And yeah, you never want to miss something this short. But at the same time, it's not a gimme. That's a tight little corridor.
You got Matt easily getting up there though.
And you can see they're all electing for the forehand here. Probably more comfortable hitting the gap that way, and there is a little bit of a right turn, so it sets up well for it.
Yeah, Chad catching a tree down low, but still gonna have a long look. Ben playing the skip shot similar to Matt's, but putting it under the basket.
I
Great
don't
shot.
think the basket will be spitting that one out.
Yeah, not much you can do from down there really.
Yeah. Tried to give it a bid.
More aggravation from Chad. Good putt from Cameron.
Yeah, great putt. Catching up here to Matt a bit. Brought that deficit from 5 to now looking like 2.
Matt's
maybe
got a putt
3.
for birdie,
Yeah.
Colin cleaning up. Nice birdie there.
Yeah, great bounce back here from Colin. Matt cleaning up the 2. Maybe putting his foot back on the gas pedal just a little bit. Definitely frustrated missing those 2 holes before this one.
Yeah, Matt holds the course record here, I believe at 14 down. And so that is, very insane. So
yeah, that'll be the back 9, or the front 9 rather. We'll catch you on the back 9, but I see Matt here at -5 as well as Cameron, Chad and Colin both at even, and Ben at 2. More of those Karate Kid moves.
Thanks everybody. Catch you next round.